Question 29. By definition, the probability of any event E is a number between A 0 and positive 1, B 0 and positive infinity, C minus 1 and positive 1. The two defining properties of a probability are as follows. First, the probability of any event E is a number between 0 and 1. Second, the sum of the probabilities of any set of mutually exclusive and exhaustive events equals 1. Therefore, A is correct. Question 30. In setting the confidence interval for the population mean of a normal or approximately normal distribution, and given that the sample size is small, students' t-distribution is the preferred approach when the variance is large, known, or unknown. When the sample size is small, the student's t-distribution is preferred if the variance is unknown. The answer is C. Question 31. A two-tailed test of the null hypothesis that the mean of a distribution is equal to 4 has a p-value of 0.0567 using a 5% level of significance. The best conclusion is to A. Reject the null hypothesis, B. Fail to reject the null hypothesis, C. Increase the level of significance to 5.67%. P-value is 0.0567 because the p-value exceeds the stated level of significance, which is 5%. We cannot reject the null hypothesis. Question 32. In Elliot wave theory, wave 2 commonly exhibits a pattern best described as a Bayesian pattern consisting of 5 smaller waves, B. Fibonacci ratio percentage retracement composed of 3 smaller waves, C. Uptrend moving above the high of wave 1 and consisting of 5 smaller waves. Wave 2 is a correction, retracing much of the gain from wave 1. but not all of it. The lost proportion is usually a percentage equal to a Fibonacci ratio, and it consists of 3 smaller waves. Answer is B. Question 33. An investor wants to maximize the possibility of earning at least 5% on her investments each year. Using Royce safety first criterion, which of the following portfolios is the most appropriate choice? The portfolio with the highest SF ratio is preferred. The safety first ratio is calculated by subtracting the target return from the expected return and dividing by the standard deviation. For the choices given, portfolio 1 equals 0.35, portfolio 2 equals 0.64, portfolio 3 equals 22 minus 5 divided by 40, and we get 0.43. Portfolio 2 has the highest SF ratio, so it is the most appropriate choice. Question 34. Which of the following is the least likely characteristic of the normal probability distribution? The normal probability distribution: A has kurtosis of 3, B has the same value for mean, median, and mode, C is more suitable as a model for asset prices than for returns. A normal distribution is more suitable as a model for returns than for asset prices. C is correct. (35) The nominal annual interest rate on an automobile loan is 10%. The effective annual rate of the loan is 10.47%. The frequency of compounding periods per year for the loan is closest to weekly, monthly, or quarterly. Use the formula for effective annual rate. For weekly compounding, monthly and for quarterly. Therefore, the correct answer is monthly compounding. Question 36. Equity return theories are best described as, for the most part, A. Platykurtotic, B. Leptokurtotic, C. Mesokurtotic. Most equity return theories have been found to be leptokurtotic. More peaked than a normal distribution. B is correct. Question 37. Event X and event Y are independent events. The probability of X is 0.2 and the probability of Y is 0.5. The joint probability of X and Y is closest to given that X and Y are independent, their joint probability is equal to the product of their individual probabilities. In this problem, we calculate 0.2 times 0.5 equals 0.1. Question 38. A stock is declining in price and reaches a price range wherein buying activity is sufficient to stop the decline. This is best described as A. Support level, B. Resistance level, C. Change in polarity point. Support level is defined to be a low price range in which buying activity is sufficient to stop the decline in price. So the answer is A. Question 39. Assume that a stock's price over the next two periods is as shown below. Time 0, time 1, time 2. The initial value of the stock is $80. The probability of an up move in any given period is 75%, and the probability of a down move in any given period is 25%. Using the binomial model, the probability that the stock's price will be $79.2 at the end of two periods is closest to A. 18.75%, B. 37.5%, C. 56.25%. Across two periods, there are 4 possibilities: an up move followed by an up move, an up move followed by a down move, a down move followed by an up move, and a down move followed by a down move. The probability of an up move followed by a down move is the probability of a down move followed by an up move is both of these sequences result in an end value of $79.2. Therefore, the probability of an end value of $79.2 is Question 40. Which of the following statements of null and alternative hypothesis requires a two-tailed test? When the null and alternative hypotheses are of the form H null the correct approach is to use a two-tailed test. So the answer is A.